Uh, yeah, okay, hello. Today is brought to you by a funky little bobble bang. Lunch consisting of a pear and chips and salsa. And Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I have no shame on any of those counts. Bon appetit. I forgot that salsa in France cannot be trusted. I got the old El Paso, which is backwards to you, thing, because like, oh, that's a brand that I know. Medium. It might actually be spicy. It is not spicy. It is actually sweet. It's like sweet tomato salsa, and I don't get it, and I don't like it, but I'm probably going to continue eating a couple more dips of it just to continue myself that it wasn't a waste of money. I think I've made a video about this exact topic like years and years ago, so cool. I am consistent in my dislike. You are very precariously perched on top of the jar of salsa that I've decided I'm going to throw away, and a thing of hair mask. So, you know, that's cool. Just needed to change up the venue a little bit to my unmade bed. Cool. Trivia for the day. It's Friday, so this isn't going to happen for the next couple of days, so savor it. Number one, the interrobang is a little used punctuation mark that is actually a combination of what two other punctuation marks? I do know this one. It is a question mark and an exclamation point. Pretty sure it's question and then exclamation and not reverse. I'm pretty sure. Number two, the phrase, oh dear, no taxation without representation started as a slogan against the 1765 Duties in American Colonies Act. Oh dear, today that law is better remembered by its shorter name, which is what? No taxation. I cannot say this word, taxation. No taxation without representation. Is it better known by... I feel like it's something that I definitely studied in A-Push. I don't know. A-Push is American Advanced Placement U.S. History that I took when I was 16. It was over 10 years ago. So, sorry if I don't remember every single detail and every single law. I remember Plessy versus Ferguson for some reason. Number three, what viral disease was originally called hydrophobia because one of its later symptoms is excessive drooling and aversion to water? Diphtheria? It's the one where you can't drink water. It's like Oregon Trail all the time. Diphtheria? What small group of islands has been covered in landmines for almost 40 years, leading to an explosion in its penguin population since they're too light to trigger the mines? That's so cute! Where are there lots of penguins on islands? So it's gotta be somewhere cold. I don't think penguins tend to frequent warm places. Faroe Islands are Portuguese. Those are too warm. I feel like penguins tend to be in the southern hemisphere. I could be wrong. What's that cluster of islands off South America? I don't know what it's called, so I don't have an answer for it. I just looked at the last one. I 2 words in and I know what the answer is going to be. The quaffle, bludger, and snitch are balls that are used in the fictional game of Quidditch. Which one gets thrown through a hoop for a point? The quaffle. For 10 points, not for 1 point. Ya dummy. Bludgers hit people, snitches 150 points, which never made sense. Why have one ball that's worth 15 times the other balls? Like, what's the point of having a 10-point ball if there's a 150-point ball? I've never understood that. Okay, interrobang and quaffle. Okay, so again, 2 for certain, 1 I don't know. Oh, duh. Okay, I just looked up the no taxation without representation thing. I misunderstood the question. I was trying to think, like, what did no taxation without representation become a law that is better known as what? But it was in protest to a law called the Duties in American Colonies Act, which was also called, oh, I'm so dumb, and as soon as I read it, I was like, oh yeah, the Stamp Act. Chka. Yeah. So maybe I would have gotten it if I had understood the question correctly, but I must acknowledge my lack of understanding, so I don't get that point. I will be gracious in that regard. Hydrophobia was a former name for what we now call rabies. Okay. Did not even close to get that one. Yeah, alright. The islands that the penguins live on without exploding the landmines is the Falklands. Cool. So yeah, 2 out of 5. Nice. Well, I am trying something that I've never done before, myself. I am attempting stovetop popcorn. So they say that the best way to know when the oil is hot enough is to pop 2 kernels in there, cover it, and then those 2 will, oh, this needs to be cleaned really badly, and then they will, when the oil is hot enough, and then you can put the rest of the popcorn in. So, we'll see. Oh boy! Wait, focus. Oh boy, this is the moment. I'm scared. Eek! Oh, the sizzle! Okay. Cover, offset a little bit. Oh my god! Oh, I really wish that I'd cleaned this lid so you could see what's happening, but you can see the shadow of it. This is very exciting. Ah. Oh my god, my heart is pounding! Wait, can I, if I lift it just a little bit, is it gonna explode popcorn at me? Yep. Look at, oh! Some escaped. Oh, I feel like it's slowing down enough to remove it from the heat. I'm gonna turn the heat off. Oh my god. This thing is full, by the way. This pot is full. There we are. It's alive! There were barely enough kernels to cover the bottom of this, so this is exciting to me. Well, will you look at that? That is charming. It's about half of what I popped. Ow! Why did I touch that? Literally, why did I touch that? It is burning hot. Anyway, I've salted this just a touch. And now, I'm going to go sit up with some friends of mine to watch Bon Appetit videos. But first, I'm going to make a cocktail. Ooh! Currently enjoying a Bon Appetit gourmet makes with my popcorn, realizing I should have had something chocolate. I do have chocolate. Got chocolate. But you're not hearing any audio from them because I have it plugged in. And the reason I'm listening with headphones in is I'm actually video chatting with Connor and John, but we decided that the what is this? We decided that the feedback from everybody's audio was too distracting, so we're all listening to it separately and then just chatting about it. John has just interrupted our viewing with his own face. This is so confusing. Alright, I'm struggling a little bit to find cleaning things. So I have cleared out all of the, this is where my spices are. See, look, spices, 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 and seasonings. Usually live here, and there seems to be just a little bit of buildup underneath it, so I'm just gonna go after that. I might use a toothbrush to get into the little joints here. What's it called? What is this called? Grout. Go for the grout. Well, it looks a lot better, but now I'm realizing that there's some grease splatter up here that I never actually noticed. So, once again, we get the Caroline out. Ugh, I really don't like the smell of this, but it's very effective. So much better. Even that, so much better. Now I have to let it dry a little bit before I start reloading. Maybe someone who knows me can explain why I have 3 things of cinnamon. Like, I don't use cinnamon that often. Why do I have so much of it? This is insane. And I thought I had one that didn't look like any of these, so do I have 4 cinnamons somehow? That's ridiculous. I guess I'm gonna have to make cinnamon rolls. Uh-oh. Alright, everything's loaded back in. I have discarded a couple of things that were almost empty, or I knew I wasn't gonna use. Why trick myself anymore? But because my spice display is so close to my stovetop, there is a bit of splatter that happens, so I also spent some time wiping off all of the tops and sides of things that are exposed to make it a little bit less greasy. And I'm thinking I might invest in like a splatter guard, something for like over a pan when it's sizzling. I don't know if that exists, maybe. Uh, so yeah, spices that I use most often. Second most. Actually, no. These two are the ones that I use most often. Seasonings. And then spices and herbs and stuff that I use most often. Second often. Whatever. And things that I couldn't fit in, because I can never fit them all in, because I have a problem. But that is housekeeping and cleaning all in one, because I organized and cleaned. See that? Cool. It's like, wait, what time is it? Yeah. It's 7:30 right now, p.m. I am not hungry at all. I think it was all the popcorn from the Bon Appetit viewing. I'm just not hungry. So if and when it gets to like 8, 8:30, 9, I may force myself to have like a nibble of something. Maybe I'll have that leftover broccoli from last night just to, have nutrients. But I kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit with that popcorn. But it was an experiment. It was good to play with something and know that it's possible. And now I know that instead of a half cup of kernels, I only put a quarter cup of kernels, because that is a much more reasonable dosage. Cool. I'm gonna go watch Top Chef. In the end, I did end up having dinner. I had some soup that I had left over, so that cleared up some space in my fridge as well. It's like 11 now. I don't know if anything else is going to happen tonight. And yes, I'm filming this in my kitchen and not in my living room, because you can tell my living room / bedroom is dark because I've set up a movie night in there. Well, movie night. I'm rewatching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because I love the early seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I haven't watched any of the last 2 seasons that aired, so I have gone a little too long without knowing what's happening in it, and I have forgotten a lot of the plots, so I feel like really the only reasonable thing to do is go back to the beginning and watch when Fitzsimmons was just so cute. Not that they're not cute now, but they're more complex, I guess. So I'm going to round out this vlog with a chocolate. It is the meringue dark chocolate supreme with meringue. What does supreme mean? It just says supreme in French and English. Okay. Not my favorite. You know who is my favorite? Fitzsimmons. And Agent May. And Coulson. First name Agent. Okay. Good night.